So today we are going to discuss about how to know more about Salesforce. So I have explained few things, but in 1 hour session, I can't explain more things, right? Like I can't explain A to Z. I just give you the basics. Like when you read some blogs or when you read some articles, you should be in a position to understand the terminology. Okay, that is what I had covered. But if you want to know more about the Salesforce, what is the tool? What is the what is the starting point to start with the Salesforce? Like if you consider any other website also, right? Each website have some specific URL, right? Like that, what is the URL for the Salesforce tools to access? That is what I'm going to cover. And what is Salesforce release management? Like if you take any application like any banking applications or any application like Facebook or Google, what we see, Phone Pay, Paytm, these are the few applications which always we use, right? Normally what we observe, sometimes we'll pop up with a window saying that a new updates are available. Would you like to upgrade? Would you like to upgrade? Such kind of messages we will get, right? So that those messages we will call it as a releases. They just release some new features. That's the reason they would like to upgrade. So that is something how Salesforce is handling that release management. That is what I'm going. This is the another point. What are the different types of Salesforce environments? So when we take any kind of development, not only Salesforce, directly we can't work on the end user's part, right? Because if something is failed up, everybody will raise up the escalations. So obviously there is a process that end users, there is a certain level of steps involved in any process to reach a product to end users. So I'm going to explain you what are the different steps and what are the different types. So how we are managing that in sales. So these are the 5 things I'm going to cover in today's session. Let's start one by one. So this is the URL, guys, trailhead.salesforce.com. So this is the one of the URL, trailhead.salesforce.com. Using this URL, we can know more about Salesforce, what Salesforce is offering, and we can learn. So as part of this training, guys, I'm going to give you like a basic understanding on Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, and Marketing Cloud. And you will be in a position to understand in case of any YouTube videos and in case of any projects. This is the site where they provide different modules and different hands-on projects. So you can go to these projects information and you can pick up some projects which are done on the, like here there are different newly designed projects, and whether you are the beginner or you are the intermediate, you are the advanced one, whenever. So these are the some few projects they are giving you the, like it gives us the real-time experience, guys. So what people will do, so in each and every project, okay, what they cover is they cover the real-time requirements. So if you go with these projects and if you understand what is asking in this project, then you should be in a position to explain in an interview what, the basic question in the interview is what projects you have worked on it. So you have to tell either 2 or 3 projects in your resume, right? So you will get an idea what projects to put in your resume. Obviously, we will give some projects and we will explain about the projects. Whenever you would like to learn more beyond than what we are saying, then this is the best website to learn more. And if you open up any topic now, you can't understand anything. I'm sure, because the terminology and whatever the terms they are using inside this project, these will be new for you. So you can't understand very clearly. But as soon as we complete our course, 15-20 days, right? Then you can understand. Then you can open up any project. At least you will be in a position to understand what is the requirements they are doing. What actually, how, all these projects will suit for our real-time requirements, guys. That is our first step. Understanding the requirements is very, very, very important. That is our first step. Once you join into your companies, okay, once you get the job, the first step is you have to understand the requirement, what they are saying. Once we get the clarity on the requirements understanding, then only we can move on to our next steps, right? How you will get that exercise, how you can understand those requirements exercise? Because in case of real-time people, yes, they can understand the requirement because they have been working from the fresher onward. But we are not like that, right? So we are going on certain with 3 or 4 years of experience, right? So we should get the habit of understanding the requirements, and this is the best way to start your own, to go through each and every project and to see how the requirements could be in real time. Okay, as I told you initially, you can't understand right now, but just remember this trailhead.salesforce.com URL where you will get the sample projects. And the main motto here is you have to understand the requirement which they are asking inside this project. Okay, that is clear. Then it has many things. So trials is nothing but, for example, these are nothing but your learning materials, guys. Normally if you join any institutes or anywhere, you will get a PDF material, right? Or anything some which is related to the Salesforce. But I'm sincerely telling you guys, don't never and ever depend on PDF materials or 200 pages of material, 100 pages of material. Obviously, 100 pages of material will just cover you what is what. That's it. It can't make you prepared for and to face the interview. You should have the habit of searching the things in internet. Google is the best place to learn anything, even for 11 years or 12 years or 20 years experienced people also. What they will do is, when some requirements comes up, first, if they don't know anything, they will go and search in Google. Google will always have the answers for you. We just need to know is what answer is suitable for us. That's it. In my initial demo day also, I would have explained you guys, you no need to do, you no need to write the coding, 100 lines of coding without seeing anything. It's always you will get the code in Google, but you need to understand that code to say that, yes, this code works for me. Then we can just get the code from there and do it in our sandboxes and we will work on that. So that's how for each and everything, never and ever depend on PDF or some books or something, because we already completed our education stage. So materials, PDF materials, don't depend on it. Try to learn through Google. Try to learn through Trailhead. Coming to the Salesforce point of view, try to learn Trailhead only. I'll tell you, you can come to just here. It's kind of Google, guys. For the Salesforce, Trailhead is nothing but the Google. If you want to know anything about the Salesforce, then you can come to here, like Salesforce release management, right? So I have explained you there is a release management, but you would like to know more about the release management. Then what you can do is, inside this search, you can just give release management and enter. What it will do is, it will give you the many links, I can say articles, we call it as articles, which explains you about the release managers, release management, and it will give you the some hands-on also. You can just take the simple ones which has the less duration, because more duration will have the toughest toupics and which is so deep. Regarding the release management, we don't require that much so deep, because normally normally 3 to 4 years experience people, we don't work as a release management. What we need to do is, we just need to know what is release management, what Salesforce is doing among that. Okay, this we will cover it later. Like as I am telling you, right? If you give some keyword, it will provide you the list of things, and you can just take up any of the link. And when you read something, you will get some knowledge on what is what. And always select the level as beginner, okay, so that it will give you the some simple ones in your filters. That is what trailhead.salesforce.com. This trailhead.salesforce.com is kind of Google for you for Salesforce. Okay, normally if you just give your keyword Salesforce release management in Google also, Salesforce release management, and don't give Trailhead, then it will take you to the Trailhead. So if you just give Salesforce release management, so there are learn basic release management units. So it will again take you to the Trailhead only. Okay. So to make it just simple and clear, Trailhead is the one where you can learn the things. You guys might have feel why she's repeating multiple times. I'm repeating the same thing multiple times because people will ask you the questions. Normally, if you would like to, how they ask you is if you would like to learn the Salesforce stuff, what you can do. So you have to tell the answer. Then yes, there is a Trailhead portal. We can go there and we can search and then we can practice many things what we don't know. And Trailhead is the one Salesforce manages everything. Like what else we can do using Trailhead? They'll ask such kind of questions in interviews, guys. That's the reason I have been repeating the things. So using Trailhead, we can learn the topics and we can do certifications. Like if you take any technology, right? Java, we have to do Java certifications. And in case of Salesforce, yes, Salesforce certifications are there. It's not mandatory to take the certification, guys, but if it has certifications, then if you do the certifications, so at the time of interview, they'll ask you, what is the certifications you have done? Do you have any admin certification? Do you have any developer certifications? Yes, we can say without having the certifications, don't say yes, I have the certification, because Salesforce has the option of verify certifications. So they can simply log into these verify certifications, and if they ask you the username and password, then with anyone's certifications, we can verify it here, guys. This is from the Trailhead portal. There is a certifications verifications is also available. There are few companies they will verify when you have it, they will verify it. But there are few companies, not all the companies. So the best thing is if you have certifications, you can say yes. If you don't have certifications, you can say no. You can give any other reason. Like normally these certifications are the priced ones, guys. So for to get one certifications, you need to spend $200. That means around 15,000 will come into the picture, right? You can just simply say that I have been working in a small company, so they are not in a position to afford the certification. That's the reason I haven't taken it. But I have the knowledge on all the things. So they don't bother about once you are able to attend the interview questions, right? They don't bother whether you have certifications or not. Okay, so don't think much about these certifications, but this is also again an interview questions like how do you verify the certification? Then again answer is Trailhead. Through the Trailhead portal, we have the credentials tab. Under that, we can verify the certifications. And again, the next question will come up. If you face any issues in Salesforce, you would like to contact the support team. How can you do that? Again, the answer is Trailhead. Yes, we can go to our Trailhead account and we have the Salesforce help under community. We have the Salesforce help. On click of this Salesforce help, it will take us to the Salesforce help page where we can raise our request. Okay, and it is asking us what is it like whether it is related to sales cloud or service cloud, like that. Okay, as I told you, right, Salesforce is maintaining different clouds for different functionalities. Whenever they said different clouds, don't get feared, it's just a different functionalities. So sales, service, marketing, we can select any of these things and we can write a request. Okay, contact support team. Once we contacted them, a case will get created and those cases we can see under my cases. No deep knowledge is required on that. You just need to have, there is a help.salesforce.com URL that will help us you. You don't need to remember this URL also. You can just simply say that there is a Trailhead. From the Trailhead, there is under communities, there is an option to raise a help desk ticket. So, and one more scenario comes up. Okay, I'll just give you a pause here. I'll just reiterate what I have covered till now. Okay, before going to my next topic, what I have covered is if you want to learn more about Salesforce, where you can learn, what is the best sources to learn. This is you. If they ask this kind of interview question, then your answer should be Trailhead. Salesforce is maintaining one portal. We call it as a Trailhead portal. And inside that portal, they provide us the learning materials we can use. We call that learning materials as some trials and trial mixes. Trials and trial mixes I'll explain later, but you can say just simply, there are some trials. Using those trials, we can learn more about any topic. And again, the next question comes up. Okay, what if Salesforce is maintaining using Trailhead? So we can say using Trailhead, yes, we can check our certifications. So you need to talk about the certifications. Salesforce has certifications concept. So if you want to verify what certifications we have, and if you want to prepare for the certifications, then using Trailhead, we can do that. What else we can do using Trailhead? So using Trailhead, in case if you face any problems, if you would like to connect to the Salesforce, then yes, using Trailhead, there is a community tab. Under that, yes, we can raise our issues. That is the Salesforce help. So if these 3 points are clear, guys, how to learn more about Salesforce and how to verify your certifications and how to write, how to connect with the Salesforce help desk. Any questions on these 3 topics? Then I'm feeling it's no. So I'm going to explain you 2 more important things. So known issues and idea exchange. So Salesforce is a tool. Okay, it has so many predefined functionalities. So if anything is having problem, guys, and if any issue is happening with the predefined functionalities, they will note down all the issues with the known issue. That means yes, we have designed a tool, but this tool consists of few issues because Salesforce is not the small thing to make everything working. It's a big tool. So if they do some modifications, obviously there is a chance of affecting some of the functionalities, and they are going to fix those functionalities in another release. I mean, release management, I'll cover it. Okay. So known issues is nothing but the Salesforce is maintaining all the issues in track. What are the Salesforce issues? So at what scenario we are going to use these known issues in real time? So normally we do some functionality as we have implemented using some Salesforce tool, and we did some customization. After that, obviously, what is the phase of our any development? First, we will do the requirements gathering, then development. Then the next step is testing. What is the point of testing, guys? So they always try to find out bugs in our code. Always, that is their work, right? So as part of that, they don't aware of whether there are known issues or not. They don't have knowledge on that. Normally, testing people have knowledge on how application works, and they will get the requirements and they'll just test it positive and negative scenarios. They don't bother about is it standard functionality or working. They'll simply raise a bug, right? If something is not working, they'll raise a bug saying that, yeah, it's not working. Then what developer needs to do? The first responsibility of a developer is it the standard functionality or customized functionality? So standard functionality is nothing but the functionality which is offered by the Salesforce tool itself. We don't write any code, we don't do anything. We just use whatever the functionality given by the Salesforce. Okay, as per my analysis, this is the standard functionality. Okay, then why it's not working? Let me check out in known issues. Salesforce is mentioned anything related to this in known issues. If we find out something is known issues, we'll just simply inform to the business and team, guys, this is the Salesforce issue. They have already mentioned under the known issues. So it will get resolved in few days. Just wait it. So that is the in real-time use cases. That is the way we are going to use it as a known issues. Right now you can't understand any issues of these things, but just get a knowledge. Why I'm explaining, I mean, I'm not sure whether others will explain about these trial bridgers and trial heads, because the interviewer, as I'm the person, guys, when I sit in the interview to select a guy, my first motto is let's try to ask few questions on base, because I'm sure there are many people, they attend the classes. So from the classes, they'll start from the day one onwards, they'll start login, do this, without any background. So that is our best point to figure out the fake persons. Did he have any knowledge on what is Salesforce, how it is organizing, where to learn these things? I mean, this is how we follow in our company. That's the reason I am giving you the background. My first 2 classes will be on background only, guys, so that people never feel like you are the fake persons when you are attending the class, because you know the background, you know what is happening in Salesforce. It's not simply you just mug up few things and sit for the interview. Okay, you have knowledge on Salesforce, knowledge on basic Salesforce URLs, how to use, where to use. So that is about the trailhead URL. So the biggest thing comes up from the last, we have been waiting, right? How Salesforce CRM tool looks like. Normally, if you take any application, right? Amazon, Flipkart, we have only one URL like Amazon.com or Flipkart.com, Flipkart.in, Google.com. Like that, we have only one URL. Whereas in Salesforce, I have mentioned you the 3 URLs. Why we need to learn about these 3 URLs? For Amazon and for Flipkart, why for the Gmail also? Why we have only single URL? Whereas in Salesforce, why we have 3 URL? Any guess here? I'll just give you a minute pause. You can just type in the chat. Any guess here why Salesforce has 3 URLs? Whereas we see the other any applications, like as I told you, right? Gmail, Flipkart, Amazon, PhonePe, for everything we always have WhatsApp web. We always have one URL. Whereas for Salesforce, I just mentioned 3 URLs. I'll explain you. So for the Gmail, Amazon, Flipkart, or if you take any other applications which we are using in our day-to-day life, like if you take any bank applications or anything, we are the end users. We are not the developers, guys. We don't know what they have developed at the end. We are just using those applications. That means we are the end users. We are the customers of that application. So always for the customers, they always give you the one URL. That is, everybody will call it as a all live URL, or sometimes they will call it as a production URL. Live environments, production environment. That means that is not in the development stage. Everything is developed, tested, users also UAT testing is also done. After that, it deployed to the production environment. So whatever the production environment which end users are using, they always have one URL. So that URL for the Salesforce is nothing but the login.salesforce.com. Okay, but normally somebody using some application means somebody should have developed it, right? Before that, normally some requirements will give us, okay, let us assume I'll give you some real-time example. I would like to maintain a training institute. Okay, I need an application, web application that will display about all my training institute name, and let us assume I am going to maintain 5 training institutes. So when I open up that URL, it should display about my 5 training institutes, and it should display what all the different courses I am offering under that institutes, and what is the each course fee, duration, and what kind of training material we are going to provide. Okay, I want a website to maintain all these things. Okay, what is the process? Normally, I have this kind of requirement. How these kind of requirements can be accomplished in a real time is, I'll go to some company where they can design a website. Or okay, first they'll ask you, what is your requirement? Okay, then I'll tell my requirements. I have training institutes. I would like to maintain my training institutes and its information, how many students are there and how many batches I am maintaining and what is the batch timing. All these details I would like to maintain. I need a website for that. This is how I tell my requirement. Okay, business analyst is the one who takes my requirements. Okay, and he will go to the developers and tell him, okay, this is the customer. He or she wants these requirements. He explained it to the developers. Then what developers will do? Developers have to do some development, right? At the time of doing development, they will not directly ask us to use. Okay, they will tell us some estimates. Okay, you want this requirement, fine. We will need 3 months of time to finish it. Okay, that we call it as a estimation and planning. That is our second step. Once planning is done, third step is development coming to the picture. Meanwhile, analysis, design, everything is coming to the picture. That is also part of development only. Okay. As part of the development, we will do we will prepare some apps and some objects. In future, you will get to know what is app, what is object, and what is a table, like that. Okay, we'll do some implementation, right? Whatever the implementation we are doing in Salesforce, that development arcs we use using test.salesforce.com. So this is nothing but the test.salesforce.com is nothing but the, we call it as a sandboxes. test sandboxes. Okay. Sandbox is nothing but just in sandbox is the terminology which is used by the Salesforce people only, guys. Don't feel something, I mean, don't imagine sandbox means something high. You can just tell that it's a cloud, right? On cloud, they are just giving us one application. That application we are call it as a sandbox in Salesforce. Okay, this is the terminologies you need to learn slowly. Sandbox is nothing but a working environment where multiple users can do their work in one place. So sandboxes, we will differ it as a different types. Production sandboxes and test sandboxes. Production sandboxes is nothing but the environment where end users will work, end users will perform their activities. And test sandboxes are nothing but where the development people will do their work. So Salesforce is the one which is maintaining two URLs to access, one for production sandbox, one for test sandbox. So test.salesforce.com is the one to access test sandboxes. Login.salesforce.com is the one to access production sandboxes. Is that clear? Because this is again an interview question. How do you access your production sandboxes? How do you access your test sandboxes? What is the difference between the test and production sandboxes? So you should be in a position to answer this question. Okay. Let me explain you about the third URL, developer.salesforce.com. When this comes into the picture, so I'm the end user. If I'm the end user, I'm going to use login.salesforce.com. If I'm not the end user, I'm the developer who develops actually applications, then I use test.salesforce.com. If you consider any real-time scenario, only these two will come in, right? Maybe I'm the user or maybe I'm the developer. So what is the third role which we have in real time? Normally, if you take any company or anywhere, any institute, normally we don't see any other use case, right? Then there we are going to use this developer.salesforce.com. I'll tell you the scenario. So the scenario is Salesforce CRM is not the free version, guys. Like if you want Gmail, without paying any money, you can create any number of Gmails. Am I right or wrong? Right. You can create any number of Gmail accounts. Okay. And if you want a Facebook account, yes, you can create Facebook account. If you want some Imagine account, some anything, a phone pay, Google Pay, Twitter, Instagram, all these are web applications with free versions. That means you no need to pay single money. Whereas Salesforce CRM is not the free version, it's a paid version. When you want to use Salesforce for your customer applications, you have to pay money to the Salesforce company to get a sandbox. Okay, each sandbox is a priced one. It's not the free tool. So it's a priced one. I'm going to purchase a product. Yeah, they said yes, whatever the product you are looking for, it's $100. Then what we will ask for anyone, you go ahead and you to your car company that said, yeah, this is 20 lakhs of car. You visited the MG Motors, and MG Motors, they shown us the different cars, and you have selected one car. Okay, what is our first task? Bhaiya, can we try this? Can you just show us the trial drive? This is what we will do, right? Trial drive. So will they show us the trial drive by directly the car which we would like to buy? But no, most of the times they have a separate portion of car, okay, that they're maintaining for the trial drives. So they can take us to that drive and with the same features. The features are same. The car which you are doing the drive and the car which you are going to order and purchase it. The features, model, everything is same. But this is the trial version. This is dedicated for you to get experience, user experience, right? The same way, Salesforce is also providing you a trial sandboxes, user experience sandboxes, so that you can use that sandbox And if you feel this is helpful and this is comfortable for your users, then you can purchase the actual license. Then you can purchase the actual sandbox things. So to get the free version, then this is the one, developer.salesforce.com. This is the URL which will create you an org. That means a sandbox for you where you can do your practice. So normally in the real time, what happens is whenever they would like to, not customers, okay, whenever they would like to take the Salesforce developers, right? First, they will ask you to create a free version, like free sandbox. You can go to this URL and you can create a sandbox and you can try to practice that sandbox. So when I joined, right, I told you they have given me a PDF of 300 pages. Then they asked me to start the work. Then the first step of that 300 pages is this URL. Open up developer.salesforce.com. Go to Chrome browser, open up developer.salesforce.com and click on sign up, so that a developer org will created for you. That is my first point. Okay, now we reached that point. So I'm going to open up the one, but I want somebody assistance here, guys, because I have been created so many orgs. So is anybody with laptop in this call? Is anybody joined with laptop? If anybody joined with laptop, then you can just share your screen for me and you can just sign up for me. Okay, I will guide you how to do step by step. Anyone has laptop? Nobody. Okay, let me do it myself. Okay, but one thing I am telling you, whatever I am doing right now, you can do your own. You can sign up for this URL. You can create your own sandbox, because without sandbox, you can't practice anything. This is your practice app. So you have to, when you open up this URL, developer.salesforce.com, there is option of sign up. Okay. It will ask you to provide your first name, last name, email address. So you can give anything. I'm giving my first name, last name, and email address. Let me give this one. Role. As I told you, right, we have different roles: developer, architect, administrator, business executive. Business executive is nothing but business analyst. Like, I'm going to select developer role. And company, you can give anything. So for now, I'm just giving you the Salesforce company. Country, you can give anything. This is a simple registration form that we see for other things also. Not difficult. 7.2. Username. So you can give some username. 8.226.com. So when I click on sign up, right, it will throw me the error because with my email, I already have it, trial sandbox. So it will throw me the error. Almost there. Yeah, because I don't have any trial sandbox, guys. Recently, I have modified my trial sandbox URL with my company URL. So that's the reason it is creating me the new account for me. Okay, it is in this page. After that, we will get one email notification to our mailboxes. It's like the email notification which you will get from the support.salesforce.com. I haven't received email yet, so it is showing you please check your account to confirm your account. So I'm just opening up my Gmail. Okay. I got an email, guys, but I can't open. This is my company laptop, so I can't open my Gmail here. So from my mobile, I am doing verify account. Then you need to click on the button verify account on your email. If you click on the button verify account, then it will take you to the change password page. There you can just provide your password and make sure that your password should contain 8 characters and 1 letter and 1 number. And it will ask you security question in which city you born, and make sure that you remember that security question, because every time when you try to reset the password, this is the question it will ask you again, and if you give the wrong answer, it will not allow you the reset. if anybody is following with me, then I'm able to log in. So now I'll try to do. So all our trial logs also we can log in. I mean, we can access through login.salesforce.com, because even though they are the trial logs, from the Salesforce point of view, we are the end users, right? I'm just trying to access that tag. I forget my email. I just sorry, username. So if you forget your username, it will be available on the email which you have received. You can go to that email and check your username. So my username is parnaja.nathani@shining1226.com, and the password which I have given is, I won't tell you because I should not share the passwords. Okay. So this is again an interview question, guys. So if 2 or 3 people would like to access the would like to access your org, what you will say? Never and ever say I'll share my password. Okay. In real time, we shouldn't share our passwords at any point of time. So again, first time I'm accessing this account, right? So it asked me the verification code. Again, verification code will send to my Gmail only. So I just received verification code. I'm entering it. I have received the verification code as 977953. I just need to enter it. Okay. Then I have launched to the My Sandbox. This is the Salesforce predefined CRM application. This is how it looks like. Even in real time also, when you join up your projects, once you get the access credentials, when you log in, your page also looks like the same, how this is looking like. There is no difference at all in the pages. This is just a trial arc, okay? This is how we can create the trial arcs in Salesforce. So now I'll come back to here. So developer.salesforce.com. This is the URL which we use to create our trial arcs. Okay. Any questions here, guys? If we don't have any questions, just try to create the trial arcs. Okay. If you want, I can just I'm just placing that URL, developer.salesforce.com URLs in the chat. Okay. This is the URL. You need to, the first URL is the one developer. Sorry. It's a spelling mistake. Let me copy from the browser. Okay, using this URL, you can create your sandbox and make sure that by tomorrow's class, you have to create the sandbox, and you all should share the credentials, at least your usernames, what you have created in the chat. Okay, that's it, guys, for today. We will continue tomorrow to go more details on this arc. Okay. Any questions? If you have any questions, we'll discuss for another 5 minutes. Everybody is so silent. Hope you understood the topics which I have did. Can I ask the questions? If you don't ask the questions, I'll ask the questions on the topics which I have covered. Okay, I'll pick up one first. Okay, we'll start with Vamshi. Vamshi, what is the use of login.salesforce.com? Okay, Vamshi, are you speaking? I don't know if Vamshi is speaking. I am not able to hear. Is anybody able to hear Vamshi? Yeah, Vamshi, you can just chat me like one-liner on that login.salesforce.com. Okay, that's fine. But guys, this is how my sessions would be. My sessions would be not like simply I'm explaining something you guys are hearing and let it off. Nothing like that. I'll start with a question or I'll end up with a question. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure whom I'll pick also, because I don't want my trainees just to come attend, go off. So it's waste of your time. Because you are paying money, you should earn at least I mean, I'm not going to give you the complete knowledge on Salesforce, but you should be in a position to answer minimum stuff after end of the training. So for that practice, I always have a habit of asking questions. You can ask me the questions, otherwise I'll ask you the questions. I'm not sure whether you like it or not like it, but this is my way. My training should be always interactive and they should be in a position to ask questions, and they should be in a position to answer questions. That's it. It's not simply listening and going. Okay. I hope from tomorrow, I mean, by tomorrow, you all will create your developer sandboxes. And tomorrow's try to join on time, guys. Why? Because we don't have, as I told you, right? We are not going for 2 hours, 3 hours, nothing like that. So each and every minute is important to us. So try to create your own developer sandboxes and ask me the questions in case if you face any issues. I'm happy to help you. Okay. Thank you. Thanks everyone.